All right, officially live. Even when I tone like this, it takes a moment for like me to really grab hold of the feeling. And then when I find it and I sing it, I loop it so that I can hear it back to myself. It's like there's some grief, but sadness, but also fire and anger. I want to see what it feels like because there's more there, but I'm also curious. I went into it, and now I'm gonna put it down and see what it feels like to transition, if there's any space to transition. I want to leave this one on. I'm wondering how can I, what would it mean for me to now have this space to affirm what I am and who I am and what I do want. I can just start saying it out loud. How's that feel?
Great.
I have everything that I need right here, right now, in this moment. God is here, and God is the one that makes this fan, the ceiling fan, spin. It's not just the electricity going through the walls. The source of that electricity is coming from this divine force that I am made up of. And I I have the permission to soften into that. I have the permission to release into that. To have more of that, to have more of that relief in my body, that all is well. And not only is all well, but all is well and more is coming. All is well and more is coming. And that message is the message that the world wants, my family wants, my mom wants, even more than buying her 3 houses and 3 cars. There's an importance to how I hold this resonance, this frequency, and share it. And yes to this beautiful oceanfront reality that I live in currently, and the possibility of having a second home. That sounds really really nourishing and life giving. Like more is coming. Uh, I allow myself to feel any of the edges and any of the tightness that is in my heart as a sign that God is here, that God is here, that all that I want is here, and that where I'm going is being divinely guided. And if I don't feel like moving, then it is important that I don't move. I spend time with the feeling and allow that attention that I'm giving myself, the attention that I want other people to give me, I can give myself. I know that I can. And I also deserve for it. It's around me. It's happening from Jesse. It's happening from Ken. It's happening from my son. There's this field of attention, of royalty, of kingliness, of knowing, of welcome, of want that magnetizes towards me. Good moment to pause and check in with you.
Yeah. Words that came to mind as I was listening to you, like you were transitioning between sound, like musical notes, words, and prayer. Like there was a prayer quality to it. And you were just transitioning back and forth between those. And the words that came to my mind as I was listening to you is resonance, like a universal resonance, um, like circles, like cycles, and fractals, like the microcosm and the macrocosm being the same thing. Like you can zoom on all the way in or zoom all the way out and see the same thing. And so you can see the similarity of all these different realms and how the same shift within you affects all these different realms.
I could feel that. When you said that, it felt like these the rawness that's in my heart is the same as the openness that's in my heart, and there feels like there's a competition happening,
Right.
but they're the
Or like
same
one
thing.
is good and one is bad, but
Yeah,
really the ache and the joy are deeply intertwined and
yeah,
kind of need each other.
Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
The grief,
Okay.
the sadness, the anger,
Yeah.
all inviting all of that into the room is the same as inviting in the joy, the abundance, the
Yes.
freedom.
Yes. Yes. Hmm. It's good to feel that. It's good to be reminded of that. And it's yeah. When we end, I feel like I'm gonna stay in this space.
Good.
There's a interesting thing to like timing it and saying like, okay, for 3 minutes I'm gonna be here, and 3 minutes I'm gonna be there, and then doing it again. 3 minutes I'm gonna be here, 3 minutes I'm gonna be there. Because usually what I do is I stay with the first piece until it goes away, and then I move over, or stay with the first piece until it merges completely. But it feels fascinating to, even before it's done, even before it's finished, to do the other
Yeah.
thing. And it's like,
Believe it
okay,
or not,
yeah.
that's a very powerful. Do you know Fred Dodson? Are you familiar with his work? Does that name ring a bell?
His
Frederick
the
Dodson.
name rings a bell, but I haven't gone deeply into his study.
So he talks about freedom and manifestation. And one of the things that he does is he has you do exactly what you say, which is you imagine extreme poverty and you go there and you feel it. And then you go and you imagine extreme wealth, like lavish, like far more money than you even know what to do with. And you live there for a second. And then you go back to the poverty and then you go back, like you go back
Mm,
and forth.
mm,
And what happens is that the whole thing of attachment shakes loose and then you can actually start creating what your preference is. Or
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
like he'll do, imagine just laborious efforting work and then step into complete relaxation. There's nothing for you to do. You couldn't do anything even if you wanted to. And then you step back into efforting, hustling, working, like knocking it out of the park, like achievement, working. And then you step back into, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing at all. I'm literally not doing anything. I couldn't even do something if I wanted to. And you just go back and forth between these different states. You live
mm,
here, you live there, and something about the shift of going from one to the other unloosen something, free something up, and
mm-hmm,
then all of a sudden you're free and you can actually operate at the resonant level that you want.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
that kind of sounds like what you're talking about, where you have these different emotions that are both present and you just switch between them and experience that.
yeah, yeah. Beautiful. I want to play with it more. I want to play with it
Great.
more. Feels like there's nothing else to do for the rest of my
Yeah,
life.
indeed.
uh, Thank you. Thank you for this time.
Yeah, good
Thank you
call.
for your attention.
Much love to you.
Yes. See you soon.